let me tell you, let me just give you an insight as to what we're discussing today, or what the debate of conversation is for today. Now, it has been said time and again. You know what? Let me not put out my own idea there yet. Let's hear from the contenders, the debaters. Accurate Timekeeper is my name, the gifted goddess your radio spice. And today's conversation on Shots Fired is thus: who is easier to take corrections, the man or the woman? Who is easier to take on corrections, the man or the woman? In relationships, in marriages, in friendships, in workspace, who is easier to take corrections, a man or a woman? And on the red side of the boxing ring is Kenny Code. Kenny Code, how are you doing today?
Hey, good morning, Gibbs. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. It's not this voice that you use and win this debate.
What do you guys want from me?
Don't think that.
I was on the switch yesterday.
It's
Same
this
thing.
voice.
I'm coming to take your purpose listeners. Now
See,
you guys complain about the voice.
I'm
What do you want me to do?
just telling you for free. Don't think that because of your voice you will win. Don't have that. I'm not even going to have that with you. Well, on the blue side, the love side, because blue stands for love.
Really? I thought it was red.
Francisca, no. Francisca, how are you doing today?
I'm okay. Good morning.
Francisca, for the women. Francisca, for the women. Francisca, we're doing this together for the women. I'm here and I'm going to be cutting you.
Is this a gang up?
Well, we never know. But unfortunately, our balance is not going to be balanced today. But because I'm the balance, and I'm going to be very honest, because I'm that person. I'm like a book. So we're going to look into the different aspects of this conversation and score. And at the end of the day, someone gets to go home with a prize that is undisclosed and maybe non-existent, or maybe a hug from the gifted goddess. Isn't that amazing?
Oh my goodness. Oh my.
Well, you both know the drill. 5 minutes each to table your first argument, and then we can converse. Well, as they say, ladies first, but I like to go with Kenny first. Kenny, start your conversation. 5 minutes on the clock.
I don't think this needs to be debated because already, naturally, say men, we don't like wahala. Right? If you're giving us corrections, we'll hear you out, right? No matter how you put it to us, whether that was at work, being in a relationship, you put it to us, so we might argue with you at first, but it resonates with us. Like, you know what? For peace to just reign, let's just, okay, I agree. I've heard. Or even if when we're not even wrong, when our ladies are wrong, or even when our bosses are wrong, we'll just hold it in. No problem. But you say you ladies, you say you chicas, you senoritas, you careful and fearfully made creatures. Long may you reign. I don't go say amen.
No, you have
no
the
amen.
floor.
I know the hear word. Una too stubborn. But all jokes aside, you know this to be true. Women, you know this to be true. A lot of women, let me not generalize, a lot of women, maybe a small portion of women are different, but a lot of women have an issue with accountability.
Okay.
They have an issue when someone is holding them accountable, when they want to receive correction. It's most times either it's your way or it's no way. That's where I stand on this. And we can put this on any front, be it in the office. If you guys know you're right in this, I'm going to say sometimes our bosses could be wrong. Sometimes our bosses could handle in a situation whereby, it's somehow. But because you feel that you're right, it's your way, it's your position, you must try to prove your points. A lot of ladies don't have to just take a back step and say, you know what, for peace to reign, let's just quell this fire. We can pick it up some other time, but let's quell this fire, for peace to reign.
Okay.
Your ladies, most ladies don't do that. But guys, just for everywhere to be calm, we could do that one. And you ladies on your own, you're the one that come on social media and say it. You say with your full chest, I know the hear word, I get coconut head. AKA, wherever you are, I love you so much, my dear, my colleague. Danger, big shout out to you. You know who I'm talking about.
Of course I do. But go on. You still have 2 minutes on the clock.
Don't take accountability, and you don't know how to calm down at times. I'm sorry to say, but it's the truth. Most of y'all are always in your feelings. You react based on your emotion, based on how you feel. Whilst men, we've been brought to society has told us, our household has trained us to that look. Show no emotion. React with your head and not with your heart. So I would say on this one, fellas, guys know how to take corrections more than the ladies. That is the honest and gospel truth.
Okay, so all right, that is your argument.
That's what I'm saying right there, man.
Okay, I have some pointers. Like I said, I'm just going to be that person that is going to add some yang to the conversation. Some yang to the conversation. Well, I mean, okay, thank you so much for that, Kenny Cold, for your start off argument on Shots Fired today on the topipic: who is easier to take? Who is easier to take corrections, the men or the women? Well, Francisca, over to you.
All right. I think women are naturally adapt. I think women naturally adapt to changes.
Okay.
So when it comes to arguing about whether women takes correction or whether men takes correction, I think women easily take corrections because number one, they are easy to adapt to changes. So if they can adapt to any changes in life, so why can't they just easily take corrections? And men don't really like to be corrected, sorry to say, because they feel their ego, why will you be correcting me? Why will you be, they feel maybe you're tampering with their ego. So, and naturally, let's say for instance, if there's a pen here and you tell a man, don't keep this pen here next time. It doesn't sink in first time. It's just, it's natural when it comes to psychology. It doesn't sink in easily. You have to keep on telling them 2-3 times before they can get it. But women, they just have a natural way of doing things. It's natural. They're born natural.
Okay.
You're born natural.
Oh, yeah.
Born natural. Okay. All right.
Born natural. And also,
she's shaking her head.
Also, men are always defensive about things. Also, when it comes,
Wait.
They are defensive.
You don't have a right to speak anymore.
Okay.
When you give them correction, they are always defensive about it. I mean, why will she be giving me corrections? But women are not, like I said, they are natural. So it's easy for them to make changes for peace to reign. Someone like me, I like peace. So if this is going to cause issues, no, well, I'll make the changes. So, but men, because of their ego, like I said, men are big on ego. They don't want anyone to tamper with that part of their life, and so
that's the reason why you think that men, of course, are not easy to correct.
Yes, and also women value peace in relationship.
Oh, value peace. Okay.
I value peace. I value my peace in relationship. So if changing something,
Lagos.
No, are you looking at me like that?
No.
Lagos,
Stop giving her reactions.
When I hear this.
I've switched off your microphone. Keep quiet there. Kenny Code, keep quiet. You want me to break your head on air?
I'm not lying. I'm being honest.
She's being honest. She's stating her argument. She never said anything that when you were speaking.
Sorry.
When it comes to relationship, if this is going to cause an issue, why don't I make the changes? But men, like I say, it's hard for them to accept things. They have to accept it when they want to, not when they feel like it's necessary.
It's a choice for them.
Yes, they feel okay. They have to choose to accept, not like they. But women function emotionally, so they can emotionally accept it.
Okay, all right. Okay, it's almost time. It's almost time. Any final thoughts on all of this argument? Fantastic. So, over to you, Kenny Cold. I know that.
No, if you're not on the mic.
You had some reactions with all of this. Kenny Cold, I'm speaking.
Oh, sorry, madam.
Thank you very much.
Apologies.
So you had said that men value peace.
Yes.
And she made that stand also that women value peace as well.
But she said something that contradicts all that.
Okay, which is?
Women move with emotions.
Okay.
Now, you're moving with emotion. Men move with logic. So which one do you feel is more acceptable?
All right.
So, lay peace.
Okay.
Moving emotionally or moving with logic?
Okay.
I think moving emotionally is better because when you function emotionally, you seem to digest things before you act. Like you process things.
I disagree with that.
Emotion.
You could be emotional. You're crying now. Yes. Okay. For example, now you're hurt. You've been cheated on. You emotionally go and slash the man's tires. The man has been cheated on. He logically thinks about it. If I touch this woman, I'll go enter prison.
But some have been seen to touch women.
And that's because they were not logical.
No, you think that?
But the ones that were logical.
I think that they succumb to their emotions. Okay, go on.
That's why we tell them, men, think with your head, not your heart.
If someone cheats on me, I'm not going to slash your tire. There are
different
ways of dealing with you emotionally.
Emotionally.
Silence.
Serve me food.
No.
Silence.
You
she
said
says.
you'll be scared of even eating the food.
Okay. Okay, so Kenny, you had said that women lack accountability.
Yes.
And he had also said that is your way or no way.
No way.
Now, I want to ask a question. Have you ever been in a situation where a man in question had constantly been asked to do something over and over again, and he would utterly say no to it because it's not yet time for him to do it?
Oh yes.
Okay, so how
I'll
is
say
that taking correction?
But that's rare. That's rare.
When you say
Because-
the rarity of that is not, is not in the play of
it's
this.
rare in the sense of this. Look, men understand hierarchy,
Okay.
especially in the workspace. Men understand hierarchy.
Now,
Let's
wait.
not get that twisted.
Men understand
Yes, they
hierarchy.
understand, and they
So why
follow
would
it.
a man say because he's the head of the home and
Mm-hmm.
the woman should be submissive to him? Why would he take corrections?
Well,
Why would he take corrections?
See-
He understands and loves hierarchy and he wants
Right.
that respect. So how so?
let
Talk to me about it.
us all be real on this.
I'm-
No matter
we're
how
being
much
real.
we men say we're the head of the households,
Mm-hmm.
when our wives speak on certain issues, we have no choice but to listen.
You have no choice but to
let's
listen.
let's face the truth. Yes.
Okay,
For
no.
peace to reign.
Okay, she had spoken about
Even
ego.
Peace to
even
reign.
if some men might tell you, okay, maybe they're not bringing in the fact that they are the head of the home.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they tell you, okay, don't do this thing, and they say, okay, their okay doesn't mean they will take the corrections. They're just saying it.
Okay.
But you have to
But
keep
they-
on
but
telling
they-
them.
but they
But
do
a woman, if you tell a woman, please don't do this thing next time,
Okay.
she won't do it.
Okay. So for the women who
Because
So for-
she loves you, that's where emotion comes in.
Uh-huh.
And she wouldn't want to do something.
You
that
don't,
you're
you don't you don't realize that sometimes some of these things that ladies put, especially to the wives put to their husbands, is out of emotion, and then a man is looking at it logically. Wait, if I do this, what is the outcome of this? Like 1 + 1 is 2 now, not what this woman is doing.
Okay, you had mentioned
Yes.
that women naturally adapt to situations and would easily. I'm coming. She had mentioned. Did you
Okay.
listen to my phrase?
Okay.
You're not listening. I know
I'm
it's a
li-
debate.
I'm listening,
You're
I'm
not
listening, I'm
listening.
listening.
I said that she had mentioned that women naturally adapt.
Naturally.
They would easily adapt to a situation and maybe apologize if they find themselves at the wrong end of the conversation.
Sorry to cut
Now,
you short,
I'm
but
coming.
That,
I'm
that,
coming.
that keyword, women would apologize. Where?
Wait.
Women would
She had
apologize.
said-
Where?
I'm saying that she had said.
Okay.
So I'm putting a question to you.
Okay.
Do you think, as a man being the head of the home and having the ego that men have,
Okay.
and possess
Is there-
every day
Yes,
of the
it's
week,
okay,
and they want
it's
to stand
okay.
up and say, "I'm the man of this house, hence you should respect me." Do you think a man would want to say sorry or apologize for something he has done wrong, or be able to be corrected?
Yes.
In that case, how
Full
so?
on yes.
How so?
A man knows when he's wrong, and if he knows he's blatantly wrong, that look,
Do they always accept that they are wrong?
if I keep on standing on this my nonsense, I'm bringing more shame to myself. A man would apologize. Yes, and let me tell you one thing: any man that feels the need to always say I'm the man of the household, he's saying that because he's not respected in his household. A man who is respected, who knows his position, and the wife and family members know his position, he won't need to put on that armor and ego and say I'm the man of the household. If you respect him as the man of the household, he
might not say, "I'm the man of
for all that.
So are you attributing his apologizing because he may not feel
No
respected?
matter how you want to swing this, swing
No, no,
this,
no, no,
this-
I'm just- it's-
no matter how you want to swing this bat or the golf club.
No, I'm just
a man
stirring
would
the pot.
apologize if you like stir the pot with a little
Wait.
seasoning cube in it. I don't
Some
give
men
a
will not
like.
apologize. They'll just act.
A man.
You had said
But
something.
they will never use the word sorry.
Let me give you an example right now.
Okay.
Husband and wife are arguing.
Mm-hmm.
The man is wrong, and wife is giving attitude. What would he say? Baby, I'm sorry. Okay, you know what? I bought you this. I'm sorry. Women, how did they apologize? Sorry, nah.
no, no,
sorry,
no,
nah.
no.
You
Women
said.
apologize.
You said.
So-
they
so-
say-
so-
they say- they say sorry.
so-
Women
They
apologize
only
for
play
bad.
with
Even
you.
make a good meal.
A good-
Apologize.
Wait,
Gentlemen,
wait,
this is what I say.
can I say
Gentlemen,
something?
learn how to cook. People know you do
Can I
nonsense.
say something? Can I say something? Now we're putting apology. We're talking correction.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
So I mean, there's the apology and I'm sorry,
Okay.
but I mean accepting corrections on something that may have been done wrong. You said that
Yeah.
any man out there who's saying I'm the man of the house, who has the cause to say,
Is because-
is because he doesn't
He's
receive
not
respected
respected at
in the
home.
house.
Yeah.
Hence, he would not accept correction because he's not
No,
respected.
no. I'm not saying hence he will not accept correction. That's out of it.
Okay.
He's bringing that sense of bravado because at home he's not given the respect that he deserves.
So do you think that it's based off of the respect that may have been given to him? That's why he would take correction?
Yes.
Okay.
Every man responds to certain things, right? It's a give and take type of thing. If you respect him at home, I say, babe, The fact that you're always leaving dishes in the sink past midnight when you go for a midnight snack is always troublesome for me when I wake up in the morning. Please, if you go out, if you want to eat something by
You know
1
how
a.m.,
many times
you know.
we have
That
told
doesn't
men.
guarantee.
Oh,
that they're
okay,
going to-
I mean,
that doesn't even give you the guarantee.
They will
that
put
they're
in
going to make
effort.
mistakes.
Wait.
Okay, you
They
said
will
they
put
will
in
put
effort.
in
They will say-
effort.
they will say,
No, you
"Ah,
said
baby,
they
I'm
will
sorry,
put
I'll
in
put in
effort,
effort."
but they're not going to make the correction instantly.
What do you mean, Sally? How do you put in effort? Is it not by starting small?
But you have to like repeat
ladies,
it over
I'm
and
sorry.
over and over again.
Ladies, you guys will find an excuse. Why? Don't I go through enough already? If I just leave this, it's not this small thing I just left. It's not this small. You always want to make excuses for some of the wrong things you've done. Most of the ladies will not actually just sit down and say, "Okay, baby, I'm sorry." You want to defend. You want to get defensive. Lagos, guys, you know this to be true. Whether you're in a relationship, whether you're married,
Okay.
your woman will always want to have a parliament session with you before she will even think of accepting her wrong and taking correction.
All right, you can join in on the conversation. Tell us what your thoughts are on this. It's Shots Fired on the Super Breakfast Show. And today's conversation is posed as a question. Who is easier to take corrections, the man or the woman? That is what we're asking. Who is easier to take corrections, the man or the woman? 0705 6900927. 0705 6900927 is the number to call and the number to send a WhatsApp message to. Well, we have someone who's going to pose as a balance for us in today's conversation.
No
in the
need for
person
balance, just
of-
give me the price.
No, who is giving you what price? Let's take this phone call and we'll introduce Basil Dennis properly. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Well, you may need to call us back. 0705 6900927. 0705 6900927 is the number to call. Well, I have quite a number of questions here for, Francisca and Kenny Cold, but I would leave Basil Dennis to take on the mantle of being the balance for this conversation. Well, I wanted to take the balance, but no, I feel like I'm going to be just a little biased. Just a little, even though I hope I'm not, or I don't know.
You want to prove me wrong by taking correction now, by giving balance to somebody.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
If you say so, if you're buttressing this point, why not? If
You're
not?
1 in a million, you know that, right? You're 1 in a million. Don't do
Hi,
that. You're 1 in a
Basil. How are you doing today? Your mic is up. Go on.
Hello.
Hi, Basil. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. What's up,
Fantastic. I
man?
can hear you loud and clear.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, Gifty. Hello, the Love Doctor, and I think
Francisca. So I mean, what's your? I wouldn't
I'm
say
so
opening.
sorry, the traffic in Lagos, please. I need to say
Ah.
this real quick. Please.
Let's take this
Lagos
call
State
quickly. Let's take this call quickly. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning, Mr. Ben. How are you doing today?
Fine. Good morning to your guests.
Good morning.
Good morning to my Basil in our session.
Good morning, sir.
Basil is here already, by the way.
Okay, Basil Dennis, you're there. Okay, I'd like to hear
Yes, he
from you.
just came in. He will definitely say something about this. But tell us, what are your thoughts on
Yes,
this?
you see women, women doesn't like people just call them to order. They don't like such mood at all. They don't like such atmosphere.
How so?
But women are very tough in submission. Women are very tough. They don't like it. They don't like to be corrected. Don't like it. And the men, one thing with men, especially when a man come back from work, you allow him to rest his brain first. Because when a man come back from work, his brain needs to be home. Allow him first. When he have relaxed, rested, bathed, eat, because men love food, give him a very good meal first. You go to the kitchen, you don't see anything. You go to the dining, you don't see anything. If you talk, he will rush you. So if by then you can correct him, can apologize. But
Okay.
Women doesn't like to be called to order like that. Most especially the way they don't like, because already they are feeling that they are the vulnerable one. So they have it at the back of their mind that they are the weaker one.
Okay.
That you are bullying her.
Okay.
It takes the grace of God for some women to adapt like that.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Mr. Ben, for being a part of this conversation. Mr. Ben has stated his stance, but we have to go on this rather short break. When we come back, it is still the Super Breakfast Show, Shots Fired.
Super FM 92.7. Are you ready for a battle of words?
So what do you stand to gain by going through my phone?
So if you have nothing to hide, why is it a problem that I'm looking through your phone? Like,
If you're looking for reasons, you will find it. And when you find it, it will destroy the relationship. So are you happy now?
Get ready for Shots Fired, the high-energy debate-based program where opinions clash and sparks fly. Each episode brings together two passionate voices with opposing views on today's hottest topics, whether it's politics, pop culture, sports, technology, or society. The stakes are high, the arguments are sharp, and the competition is fierce. Our host sets the stage. Then it's game on. Timed rounds of fiery arguments and rebuttals, where each debater fights to win you over with compelling points and razor-sharp wit. Who will sway the crowd? Who will take the heat? It's the ultimate test of passion, knowledge, and persuasion. Shots Fired. The debates are real, the opinions are hot, and the conversations are unforgettable. Tune in every Friday, 11 a.m. to 12 noon. Join the conversation and decide for yourself who's got the best shot on Super 92.7 FM. One Family, One Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the collaboration of the decade. Join us for the good, the bad, and the beast. A special Easter Sunday edition of AY Live at Echo Hotels and Suites on the 20th of April 2025. This will be a historic night with AY, Basket Mouth, I Go Die, and some of your favorite comedians live on one stage. Venue, Echo Convention Center, VI, date 20th of April 2025. Red carpet, 6 p.m. Main event, 7 p.m. Tickets, regular, 10,000 Naira. VIP, 50,000 Naira. Premium table, 7 million Naira. Goat table, 3.5 million Naira. Get your tickets at all Tasty Fried Chicken outlets in Lagos. Ebano Supermarket, www.ariatickets.com. Media partners, Super F, AY Live on Easter Sunday. The good, the bad, and the beast be there.
Have you been looking for avenues to reach a global audience? Would you like your business to reach your target audience and people from all walks of life? Call our commercial lines on 0816-4193-677 or walk into our office at 31 Bishop Oluwole Street, Victoria Island, Lagos. Put your business on blast on Super 92.7 FM, your one family, one radio.
Who is easier to take corrections, the man or the woman? That is the conversation we're having today on Shots Fired. Your one family, one radio, Super 92.7 is the frequency. It's the 4th of April 2025. And yes, we have Basil Dennis in the studio. We have Kenny Cold and we have Francisca. And we're just here having this conversation. And of course, Basil Dennis has something to say about the traffic situation in Lagos. And I'm trying as much as possible not to allow him to say, but Basil Dennis, how was your movement down here? He's our balance today, by the way.
Please, in the name of whatever we believe in this country, because sometimes I don't believe that we genuinely believe in God. The Lagos State government, please, we can do better than just the speech is okay and everything, but getting people unaware, it's sickening. Some people can die in this traffic, and then you just drop an apology and just drop it. People have lost their livelihood and lost a whole lot.
People spend over 12 hours on Tuesday.
Yeah, that's the livelihood gone.
Nobody's exaggerating that. Please, nobody should go out and say they're exaggerating. That's very true, Kenny Cole. Thank you for noting that, and we have proofs. Please.
All right.
The people deserve better. Let's do better. I came here late because of it.
All right. Back to the conversation for the day. Now, do you think that maybe societal standards already see women as people who are
argumentative?
I'm not even done with my question yet. Kenny Cold, I need you to calm down. I'm not after your life.
It's the defensive wall. I'm saying
I'm not being defensive.
Drop the
I'm
cement.
just saying that do you think that society, because women have been seen to be the weaker sex, in quote and unquote, hence they are the ones that are supposed to take corrections or take corrections? Do you think that?
Over to the
No. I'm talking to you first. Then I will go over to our balance before we take this quick call.
I would say at first, yes.
Okay.
But as time has evolved and things have changed, like women are their own beings. They do not deserve to be controlled or to be looked down on. I'm not going to lie. Yes, so the days of old, it was okay. As you woman, you're the inferior creature and everything. So any man has the right to correct you.
Okay.
But I'm not of that school of thought. That's not how I was trained. That's not how I was brought up. So I'll say no to that.
Okay.
But yes, that was how it was done back then. But now I would say no.
Oh, so do you think it's different now in our time?
It's different now
Let's take this quick call. Let's see who's calling. Hello. Oof. Oof.
Hey,
You can call us
back.
to be a part of this conversation. 0705 6900927 is the number to call. 0705 6900927. Who is easier to take corrections, the man or the woman? Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What is your name and where are you calling us from?
It's Average from Really.
Average from Orili. All right, Average, talk to us. What do you think is easier corrected? Who takes corrections the most, man or the woman?
I would say the man.
How
I'll say the
so?
man.
How so? Talk to me.
Because during the life course of a man, as a man is growing up, from a boy to a man, he will learn to say sorry and take correction without knowing what he has done.
Okay.
Without even knowing at all or having no clue what he has done. And when and there's this women empowerment stuff that are going on these days now. It can get into a woman's head to not take corrections from any other man. And even a man self, he will take corrections from a guy that is his own man, that sees things differently from his own perspective. He will also take his own advice. Even if a woman self has something to say,
okay,
the man will see what the woman is saying and try to adapt to it. If it is beneficial or if it's not beneficial.
Okay.
That's what I can say.
All right. Thank you so much, Average, for giving us that honest opinion of yours. Well, call us back, 0705 6900927. So, Basil Dennis, the 7th, what do you have to say about this, being the balance?
So I'll take it from what the last caller just
said.
Average.
Big shout out to you.
Even forgot. By the way, Kenny Gold has put up a good, argument.
Okay.
And it goes without saying. But this guy just reminded us that when...
Remember, you're the balance.
Growing up.
Yes.
Remember, you're the balance.
I know, but,
okay.
But I'll have to be honest.
Yeah, of course.
From when we were born as men, whether you're a younger brother or older brother, you're being told, just tell her sorry now. You know she's a girl.
Okay.
No, that's a fact. That's not
okay.
something
Don't
okay,
you
okay, okay.
That's what we're about to argue. Tell her sorry.
Because she's a woman.
Girl, yes, it's true. Even when I'm going to go as serious as molestation and all that. Sometimes when some ladies accuse people, this is sensitive, but we have to be very honest.
Okay.
And people just say, this man should just say sorry. I don't want to go into any example. As much as I respect ladies and I'm an advocate for, ladies' rights, women's rights and all that, but sometimes some ladies are actually in the wrong. They want to just deal with the guy. They promise to show him pepe, as we say in our society, and then they push it to the society, and most people just still towards tell her sorry, own up for what a man hasn't done.
Okay.
So it goes without saying that women are, I'm not trying to back him up, but women are less likely to take correction.
Okay, I wanted to ask a question to you that I had put out to him. Okay. I was asking that, do you think that by societal standards, seeing that women are seen as the inferior or the weaker sex, we have a tendency to say sorry and apologize quickly more than the men? Hold that thought. Let's take this quick call. Hello, good morning. Okay, scrambled network. You may need to call us back. 0705 6900927. Over to you, Basil.
Yeah, so for the women, like I said, you've also made a good argument. I'll be honest with that question. Yes, women there's a word you use, have the tendency to apologize quicker, take correction quicker. They have the tendencies. They have it.
Okay.
Do they use it? Do they apply those tendencies most of the time in the society in which we live in? I always narrow it down to Lagos, Nigeria. No, while in Lagos, we know what goes on here. The entitlement
mentality,
yes, blocks that ability to take the correction and know that you're wrong.
Okay, let's head to the phone line. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. What is your name and where are you calling me from?
Yeah, I'm Good News, calling from Ijesha.
Good news from Ijesha. Good news. I need you to walk away completely from your radio so we can have a smooth conversation.
Oh, okay.
Fantastic. All right, good news. Talk to me. What do you think?
I think men are very easily corrected than women.
How so?
Good news.
He drops the mic.
Oh, good news. That is not good news at all.
Well, good news. You may need to call us back. But to Francisca, I wanted to ask a really important question. Do you think that men would rather take corrections because of the way that a woman would present the matter to them?
I like that question. Please handle it. God bless you.
To be honest.
Yes.
Honestly speaking.
Wait, but
May she answer and answer honestly speaking.
do you think that men will take corrections because of the manner that women will give that correction?
To be honest, I would say yes.
Okay, how so?
Because you can't talk to me rudely and expect me to adapt to do what you want me to do.
Right.
I think there are ways women are supposed to. I think in this generation now, not because if I had to go back to the previous generation, we see that there is a manner of how things is being done. There is a way of serving your husband. There is a way of talking to your husband.
Yes.
There is a way of having a proper communication with your husband
Yes.
or with a man. Or,
Yeah.
But in this generation now, not like I'm not supporting women though.
Please,
but
wrap-
No. She's trying to make a
Wrap
point.
this debate over. It's over.
Let's wait. I'm trying to listen. She's being very honest. And we're going to
But
delve into more things
I also
with the men.
I also feel the way a man have a conversation with her depends on how she
Would accept.
True.
Okay.
Because you cannot
So it goes
talk
both
to me-
ways.
it goes both ways because you cannot talk to me anyhow
Yeah.
because you're a man
Yeah.
and expect me to give you that 100% respect.
Submission and respect. I agree.
Okay. Back to you, Kenny Code. Now we know that men are self-reliant. They're self-sufficient. They can take care of themselves because they can afford the good things of life. Maybe a little quicker than the women. I'm not going to say that in context.
2025, things have changed.
Yeah, things have changed. I
Ladies
understand.
are on that,
But
on that ship now.
Do men's socialization to be independent and self-reliant make them more open to corrections from a woman?
So I want to get this question accurately. You
Yeah.
want to say by that socializing with women?
They're self-reliant.
They're self-reliant,
Men can
right?
afford to take care of themselves.
Well said.
They can afford to be self-reliant. They can afford to be independent.
Right.
Maybe even a little earlier than the woman.
Okay.
But do you think that all of these factors will make a man want to say sorry or apologize or be corrected with something that he has done wrong?
Whether we like it or not, like Basil Dennis said, it has already been integrated, a program in us from early age.
Even after being self-reliant and the egotisticness of men?
Even after. As you see, because look at, like I said, men, we are logical with our reasoning. Most of us are logical. Think about it logically speaking. If a woman says, Ken, the way you did this, way he said this, it's wrong. Yes, you were not at fault in this, but the way you handled it was wrong. A logical thinking man would sit back and just be like, you know what? Okay, I've heard you. Then he would ponder and I'm like, yeah, there could have been a plan B, plan C, plan D, and E, so therefore, and do all that. But I'm gonna say this with my full chest. I'm on camera. God bless you. Ladies, y'all would want to challenge the fact that why would you even correct me? No, I'm writing this because they are at that point in time they are reacting based on their emotions. They want to either scream the roof down or some tears will drop
Francisca
down,
has
or
something
they
to
will
say.
just
That's not
literally be in their feelings.
Francisca, you can interrupt him.
Most women
You can
will
interrupt
be in
him.
their feelings.
See,
Bam.
I feel that maybe that's just
You
you.
say that's not true.
Yeah, that's not true. That's not
Okay.
true. Because it's not everybody don't act that way.
Okay.
And secondly, I want to make a point regarding when you said growing up from the early stage
Yeah.
that they train men or,
Yeah.
the male child
Yeah.
to. I don't think that's also, you are correct, but you're not 100% correct because I mean I grew up with boys also. I have brothers. So growing up, we are trained in a way that you don't have to be a guy to apologize. Like even a lady, as far as this person is older than you, as far as you're wrong, you need to apologize. So I think our parents did a good work by training the both gender, both male and female, on how to apologize when you're
That's
wrong.
your parents.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, I like that we started this attributing it to parenting.
Yeah.
And with
plays a
our
huge
fathers
role.
and
Yeah.
mothers playing a huge role in ensuring that we become the adults that we are today.
Yes.
Go
Also,
on.
let me just chip in something to
Okay.
that. And in the issue of parenting, you know, like we always say here, and you want one family, one radio station. It's the way you behave with your spouse. That's what your children are going to see and emulate. So as a wife, if your
first
kids
way they
always
learn.
see you disrespecting dad will say 1, you will say 5. What do you want to teach that young lady about how to
Okay.
apologize?
So,
What do you think-
so,
what
so
do you
it
think?
actually does begin from the home.
Yeah.
The way that the parents have
Yeah,
lived their lives
because
or
why
lived
do
their
you
lives.
think when the
they're
boys become
emulating-
teenagers, the testosterone goes up. They want to challenge the father. What does the mother always say? Tell your father sorry, even if it was wrong. Go and just tell daddy sorry.
And but the girl will also tell mommy sorry. Wouldn't she?
Tell mommy sorry.
Yeah.
Before what?
But still, then it's wanted
But
to
the
say
father
something.
will beg the daughter for peace to reign.
But still,
For
but still,
peace
go
to
on, go on,
reign.
okay.
No.
So let me come in there. I'm not trying to. Before I strike, I would strike a balance. But before I strike that balance, I'm not trying to support him. But it's just a given fact. Women are
Shake
likely
this
to
table,
tell
shake it, shake it, shake
their
it.
husbands
Shake it.
call her now, talk to her, pet the daughter, older or younger, and then they go harder on the
men.
Boys.
Okay.
Even in the church, I'll give you 2 instances. In the church, if something happens or there's a seat or something, you know, saying a woman. I'm giving, it's true, move for her and all that. But another man will not move for her.
Even when a woman is driving.
Yeah, people are like this. So it's not like it's your fault, but the society has made it that way. Many of you are wired already. It makes you people don't want to take correction. On the road, I'll say this with all due respect to all our, road traffic, whatever our authorities on the road trying to keep the traffic safe. But when something happens, men are likely to be caught and dealt with instantly, and women are likely to be shown the way.
The mercy.
2 last smart people. Road safety, they stop you. Oh, it's a guy. But a woman, they smile. Oh, madam. They are likely to understand more, even the policemen. It's a fact. It's a given. Oh, madam, go. No, fine lady, But when it's a guy, oh, you missed your way. You don't know. There's no sign there. They don't want to show you the way. Instantly, calm down. Where's your this? More guys are likely to be asked, where's your driver's license, and even ladies. So
all right.
It just builds up in the ladies' head that by default, they don't owe the men or the society to take correction. Many of them.
So I want to ask a question quickly.
Wow.
Do you think that a woman being independent, owning her own money, and having her life together, trickles down the percentage of her being able to accept corrections?
That's to me.
Yeah, to you.
It does not. But because of toxic femininity, toxic feminism in today's day and age, it has made some ladies feel that, okay, once you have the bag, you have your money, you're doing by yourself, you no man can talk to you. No man, you're your element.
Right.
Now, with that negative programming, let's be honest, even to your fellow woman self, even to your fellow woman, they try correct you, an elder or whatever. Oh, no go agree, because you look at it, what do you have?
So I was trying to open the onions with my brother yesterday, having this conversation, and I just dropped it on him, and he goes on to say that maybe women that are more independent on themselves, like they're self-sufficient, and maybe they own businesses or run
they don't see the need to even take correction.
They may not see the need to take correction. And then he went on to say maybe a woman that works in an organization that has a hierarchy has the tendency to take these corrections.
She don't get choice.
What's your
You don't get choice.
I didn't pose
that
question.
Fire shots, no worries.
I did not. Shots fired. Love it. But I mean, I'm posing this question to you. Do you think a woman who is independent and a woman who is self-sufficient on one hand, and a woman who has to work a 9 to 5 under a particular hierarchy, which one of them do you think would accept corrections a little more faster than the other?
Okay, I think the one that has to work 8 to 5.
Okay,
secondly,
with the hierarchy.
But secondly, I won't dispute the fact of personal discipline.
Right. Okay.
And,
I like that.
Upbringing as well.
That's right.
Because no matter it comes with, even definitely you have to also be on the word of God as well, because it's not easy to suppress some certain things.
Right.
Good.
Right.
It's to suppress what certain emotions.
You wait now.
Certain emotions.
Do you want to finish first?
So I think discipline has a big role to play as well. As a woman, it's not just about what you have. It's about, I don't think you're 100%. Whatever you have, you're not 100% made.
Right.
I think response from people out there also has a big role to play in your life. If you have everything in life, you have the money, you have the cars, you have the life, but response from people, what they say about you, it's not something you should be able to document. I don't think
anyone should do that.
Yes.
All right, let's take this quick call. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Ben. How are you doing again?
Fine. Let us just consider this fact now.
Okay.
When a woman cooks food, you correct anything there. You pretend. When a woman is even presenting a show, I correct men OFTs. I correct them on air, but I have never tried it on any woman.
Why so?
You see the way you address people, see the women hate to be corrected when a woman drives car.
Okay.
When she drives, you correct her. Or the way she walk on the street, you correct her in the crowd. Women hate to also be celebrating people on this. Will you like it? You not like it?
Oh no, why not if not? Why not if
you
not?
Like it.
Oh, the
you
thing is,
like it.
Okay, thank you so much.
If it's a man, I can tell her, why did you do this? I said, sorry, Mr. Ben, sorry. If it is you mark that man. You mark women, especially career women.
Okay,
women
career women.
Great winners. If you are not right on a career woman.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Ben, for giving us that insight into what you think about.
Mr. Ben, if I could, I would declare 50 bags of cement.
See, I think there's a point I want to make there.
Okay.
It's not that women don't take corrections. It's the way you present it. If you tell me, Francisca, stand here, I will not stand because of why will you be telling me to stand?
Sorry.
But if you tell me,
in an
Francisca,
instant, as your boss, as your boss, he says, Francisca, stand here. Would you take that correction immediately?
Just because, see, that's the same way. That's why I brought in discipline. But I feel ways of communication also has a big role to play.
But like I said,
in
as your boss in the workspace.
Can I say so? Okay, go on.
I want to answer the question straight.
Your boss says, Francisca, stand there.
I work for you, obviously.
But
would you take
okay?
The
she says, "I work for you." Obviously, there's something that
no. I'm
holding on to
that.
But your husband tells you
this macaroni is still boiling.
No, husband is different because I mean you have to respect.
This pasta is still boiling.
This is two people coming. I want this.
We want to do life together.
So definitely, do you get? But I'm not talking about the boss aspect or the marriage aspect. I'm talking about generally.
Generally, okay.
The way you communicate. I'm trying to make a point from what Mr. Ben said. He said, generally, women needs to be celebrated, wants to be celebrated. They don't want to take correction. But when you correct a woman, depends on how you correct her. If let's say a woman that doesn't dress well, if you just talk to her in crowd, she wouldn't want to listen.
It's not that is not even based upon gender, whether
a
man or a woman.
On gender, safe.
Can I nail this coffin finally in the head?
Go on.
We live in a harsh world, whether we like it or not. And to tell you the truth, I get you. It's how you're being corrected.
But the world doesn't define me.
The world doesn't define you.
You don't allow the world to define you.
The world does not define you. But
women,
you guys like to be coddled all the time.
Women, you guys like to be.
Yes, I stand on this general. Yes, you guys love to be coddled. You love the soft talk, even when you are clearly wrong. You almost don't give a man. It's almost like you're thinking, man. You have.
That's where there's
you should not be angry with me.
I think we even need to pay a big. We need to pay a big attention to communication and how to communicate with people.
Okay.
Because you don't just.
This goes on both genders.
Yeah, both gender. I'm generalizing it. You talk to the way you talk to a man depends on how he will treat you.
Okay.
If you talk to a man anyhow, I wouldn't want to come back home. I would be waiting for when you go back to bed before I come back and just. But when you talk to me, see the way you talk to me depends on. I want to come back home to you because of the way you talk to me, the way you communicate. I like spending time with you. So I feel when it comes to communication has a big role to play.
Lagos women, take correction from this girl, please. It's important. It's important.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for this back and forth. I really did enjoy the conversation. Yes. Basil Dennis, over to you. You're the balance.
Don't coddle how.
I'm very sorry that it was already a lost battle before you came on the battle.
Achilles heel.
Women right
Achilles heel.
Okay.
Because we all know that by default, women already do not like the truth. Now, those women, I just want to state this quick. Just women you're talking about that, they listen. It's because a lot of men just tell them what they want to hear and let them slide. That's why they say they go happy with them. When you tell them the truth, you correct them properly, you keep doing it, they start calling you all sort of names. Misogynist.
But don't men has a big
you don't think that
and all that.
You don't think that.
That being said,
okay.
As much as for me, Kenya had won this already before you even thought of the topic.
Because that's what society has made us think.
So, sorry, give. Let me give.
You also said. Let me
give you an example.
Why do you think we live in a harsh world?
We live in harsh world, yes.
But you're forgetting the fact that women react to the way men treat them.
True.
Right.
So
if we've already been judged before even given a chance to speak.
If they want to be cuddled, it's because men have been cuddling them all along.
That's the only way we know how to get you. That's the only way you guys are responding.
Are you sure you've not searched for other ways to see how we respond?
I'll give an example right now. Ladies, with the new statement, my body, my choice. I stand for that. But why do you think that a lot of fathers right now, they find it difficult to even caution their daughters, look, what you're wearing is not nice. Even if the father comes in with anger, as the daughter will still feel, why would daddy shout at me? I'm on a full-grown woman.
Because even
what's your father? How do you train your child?
Yes.
See,
that's training. That's plain training.
I'm telling you, that's plain training. There's some certain way I cannot talk to my dad.
No.
They didn't really born you well.
No, I understand that.
There's some respect. That
right.
See, there's also a thin line between fear and respect.
Right.
Good.
That respect.
I hear you on that, but I'm here to tell you, there are still fathers out there that to tell their daughter, look what you're wearing, the daughter will just either she gets angry or she will,
they
or her
do
face
not
has to do.
know how to.
Wait
speak.
now.
You didn't train your child.
I think it's the hand you give the child from
right.
I agree with that. But even if you speak to your daughter, this is why I said this is why ladies, you guys like to be cuddled. So in that instance right now, you want your father to always say, come, gift, what you're wearing. I don't like it. Yeah? It's too revealing. Is that if you want to be treated all the time?
Okay,
As
no.
a father, you see your daughter wearing something skimpy. My friend, when do you get back in that house?
And do you think tomorrow? And you
What
think
is- what-
tomorrow
what are
the
you
child
wearing?
will repeat
What is
that?
this nonsense?
Exactly, because of the child. You already trained the child well. So tomorrow she won't even dare to wear that kind of.
No, she go do amo. She's independent now.
See, no,
she's independent
that's
now.
not true. So the value system that you imbibe in your children from the get go.
Even if she's independent,
What could talk waiting with the see for
there's just
Lagos?
this-
So
even if she's independent, even if
y'all
she's
should say what
independent,
you're saying
there's
in
just
Lagos. Come on now.
This thing in you that your father have already imputed. There are some things I cannot wear, not
Make
because
her
I'm
make
not
her off
living
these
with my father.
glasses.
I'm not.
Now they whine
I'm
me
not
for
living
you.
with my father, but
There's some things that
there
you
are
will not
just
do.
this. I won't call it fear. I don't know, but I can't just do it.
It's like reverence.
Yes,
You know that
I
it's like
can't
your father's
just
looking
do
at you.
it.
But I mean, Basil Dennis,
So on
what do you think?
On a lighter note, before I just wrap this up, the reason Adam, for Christians who are believers, I always had that. The reason Adam didn't question, Adam collected the fruits and ate it, is because he couldn't tell her why did you. Because he
if
knew
he
that-
had shouted
I
out
don't
at Eve and
understand.
said,
No,
Eve,
of course
would
not.
you drop that
So
apple?
now-
Okay, on a lighter note,
What's
you
your
said,
problem?
But I'm going to take that.
So to try to strike a balance, I
Yeah.
know I'm saying try, emphasis on try. In the society in which we live in now, I think I know more guys now that would not take correction.
Okay.
So that's what she has a point. Now it depends on the individual, and he also, to be fair to him, he also helped out and said it as much as he has won this battle. He said it while he was
Oh,
talking.
you've given him the trophy already?
Yeah, I said it was a lost battle already before you even started.
No,
because
it's the fact that you
the
didn't give
facts.
even the women a chance. You already judged them before they started the conversation.
No, now this conversation is not about giving, it's about the facts, what's on the ground right
Facts.
now. Some conversations, you're going into it. It's like saying you're going into UEFA final match against Real Madrid. The possibility of you winning that match is likely to be 2/10.
Like,
They're
Okay.
born to win the cup. So
logical thinking.
yeah, but that's by the way. So now where she has a point, just strike a little balance is, then we just
We wrap
this
things up,
is
yes.
Most times these days it's about the individual, and then please watch how you approach people when you're correcting them. So it's about the individuals. A lot of men do not want to listen. I think men should even listen more. But generally speaking, Kenny won this one. His points were more, he had more shots fired.
Okay, he had more shots
Yeah,
fired.
but he did a great job.
Well,
at,
I mean, Francisca is an amazing person, by the way, just so
Well,
everyone
let
knows.
my number,
But there is
Jerry.
this thing that I tried to, I was thinking about when I was thinking about this conversation and how Kenny had said, for peace to reign, I would rather do the correction.
Yeah.
For peace to reign. So
peace to
you're not
reign.
even getting corrected because you want to be corrected, just so you don't want issues.
No. Yes.
Okay.
No. I'll say that for a lot of married men, yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
That's
Okay.
true.
But
He's right.
in doing that, men will still sit back and say, wait till my madam talk. Truly, there's some truth to it. But then
How
again,
many?
there-
Your
there
egos
still-
are
there
all
are
over the
still a lot- there's
place.
still a lot. Look, men have an ego problem. I agree with that. But at the same time, I still stand on what I said. You women want to be cuddled 247.
All right, thank you
when
so much,
talking to
Kenny.
me, don't shout at me. Always speak to me calmly, even when what you've done is so nerve-wracking.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We have come to the end of Shots Fired and the entirety of the Super Breakfast Show. It's been amazing doing this with you since Monday, and we're back at Friday. I know. I mean, this week, I just want to rest. This weekend, I just want to rest, especially with the situation in Lagos. If you don't need to go out, my darling, don't go out.
Stay indoors.
Stay at home. Like our governor said, you don't need to come to Victoria Island. There's Ikeja. You should stay in Ikeja or stay in Magodo or
All
stay
the nice
anywhere.
restaurants
All
up
the nice
here.
restaurants around. Like, if you don't need to commute down here, please, I mean, you don't need to. The road is already under construction. Traffic situation is on the rise. I mean, please be safe out there. I hope that the agents that are in charge of the roads are on ground, because they weren't on ground on Wednesday. I mean, we need to be sure that lives and properties are safe and secure. Because this is the time when hoodlums were moving around
Yes,
a lot,
very good.
because they know that there's traffic and somebody can be in a state of pisma and all of that. Please,
First,
let's just be sure.
snatches and arrests,
And
But still,
please,
Dennis,
for employers out there, please
Hybrid
please,
system,
next
yes.
week, please be considerate. Don't go the normal Nigerian way. Please, if possible, to do 4 days, 3 days. It's just temporary. Please,
Management,
it's important.
please
It's
be hearing
important
us.
because hybrid system
Hear
is
us.
really important.
Please, thank you.
Yeah, and it's the Gifted Goddess, your Radio Spice. I hope you had an amazing time on the Super Breakfast Show. The news will be read to you right about now. It's been exciting doing this with you. Catch me tomorrow night on Soiree with the Radio Spice and Basil Dennis. It's going to be exciting. Well, I gotta go. But I love you from the depth of my heart. Go nowhere. Be right back.
2, 3, come on, girl. You ain't gotta go
family, one radio.